Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and Disneyland just dropped tons of new food around the park for the summer. We're gonna try a bunch of them, so let's get going. And we are gonna begin over here at Ma Reese's Treats. We're just getting the best item right out the gate, in my opinion. At least I expect it to be the best item. We hope it is. And that item is going to be the breakfast cheesy pretzel. Yes, the cheesy garlic pretzel bread in breakfast form. I mean, it was already breakfast, but now it's got sausage and some eggs in it. Now, because of the added ingredients on the sandwich, they've also increased the price. This was $12.99, quite a bit more expensive than the standard cheesy garlic pretzel bread, but we'll see if it's worth the extra cost. And of course, Amy will do the honors first.
Supposed to bite into this thing.
I know, it's thick, isn't it?
This thing's good.
Better than the regular one?
The regular one is definitely easier to eat because there's nothing in it, just the cheese, but this is really good. Got lots of eggs, a big piece of sausage here, so yeah, this is gonna be a nice addition, I think, to the breakfast menu.
But it's $5 more. Is it worth the extra $5? That's the real question here.
James thinks yes.
The sausage is so good.
But what do you think? $5?
I mean, if this was the only thing you were getting for breakfast and you wanted a more hearty breakfast than just, you know, the garlic bread as a snack, then yeah, it might actually be worth it.
Let's have a bite now. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I really have to say. So any addition of the cheesy garlic pretzel bread that has added in meat, be it something that Disney has pre-planned, like the burnt ends one for Star Wars night, or the bratwurst one that they have up at Edelweiss, or this, they're all fantastic. Cheesy garlic pretzel bread, my #1 snack at Disneyland. Add anything to it, and you're pretty much going to make it better. But I will say that for the extra $5, I personally would probably just go with the standard cheesy garlic pretzel bread. It does make it harder to eat with that sausage in there. The flavor's good. Everything about it is good, but I'm just having a hard time justifying the extra $5. Next up is a relatively new addition to the breakfast scene here at Disneyland, Bengal Barbecue. Yes, open for breakfast now, and we're gonna try one of their breakfast dishes. And we ordered the Bengal Breakfast Bowl. It's not exactly in a bowl here, it's on a plate, but anyway, it's got white rice, scrambled eggs, fried spiced ham, aka Spam, as well as gravy and chili oil on the side. So this looks fairly interesting. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, here it goes. I was expecting a little bit more flavor.
You put some of the chili oil on, didn't you?
No, I put some of the gravy.
Oh.
So I probably need to try it with the chili oil next because the gravy is just kind of bland. Like, there's not a lot of flavor to it. So, because like the eggs almost need a seasoning. Chili oil would probably help. I'm not going to dump it on because the kids would get really upset if I dump chili oil on this because it's got a little kick to it. But I think it definitely needs the chili oil on it to give it a little tiny kick.
I had a little bit of everything off camera, just because it, just trying to speed things along, I suppose. I had a little bit of the Spam without any sauce, and it was fine. And then I had some with the gravy, and then I had some with the chili oil, and absolutely agree with Amy, the chili oil is the best of the toppings. Then I had some rice without anything, which is just plain rice, of course. And then we added chili oil on it, and oh man, the rice with the chili oil is really good. And I also had some of the eggs, and it was just like, eh. You know I'm not an egg person if you've watched the channel. I don't mind eggs on things, eggs in breakfast burritos, eggs on breakfast sandwiches. I'm fine with that. But just the eggs on their own, it was just like, nah. But otherwise, this plate is pretty good. The Spam is good, the rice is good. I'm sure if you love eggs, the eggs are good. This is a worthy consideration for breakfast. Might be one of the better breakfast items in the park. I think the best is still going to go to the Mickey Waffles from Carnation Cafe, my absolute favorite. But no, this is a good option. I just had another bite of that spiced ham just as we were leaving this area without any toppings on it. And the spiced ham does have its own little kick to it, all by itself. It's got its own little kick, and even without the chili oil, it's got a nice little like tingle. Yeah, I like it. For our next food location here at Disneyland and all of their new foods, we're coming to Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe. They've got a ton of new sweets and goodies here. And from Jolly Holiday, we ordered the chocolate cake, which is, well, just a chocolate cake with frosting. At least that's the only description that they have. Of course, we do see some little chocolate cookie crumble things here on top, as well as some whipped cream there in the back. It's also fairly deep, like it's bigger and deeper than I thought it would have been. Then also we ordered the coconut cheesecake, and this is a coconut cheesecake rolled in a toasted coconut with coconut whipped cream, white chocolate pearls, and a Mickey decoration. So Amy and crew do not like coconut, which means this chocolate cake is pretty much for the three of them. And it also means that this coconut cheesecake is all mine. So no complaints there with me. But let's go ahead and start off with the chocolate cake. What is the face? What is the face?
I feel like there's coconut in this, but it might just be these like.
It didn't say anything. It didn't say anything about coconut.
No, I know. It might just be these. Whatever.
The texture. You don't like the texture of the crunchies?
Okay, that bite's better. I don't know. Whatever is on top of this is like the same texture as coconut. And I'm like, oh, it tastes like a German chocolate cake, which I don't like. Once I got underneath those, whatever it is, it was a little bit better. It's okay. I had better hopes for this cake. I had even read some reviews on this cake that made it seem like it was a lot better. But it's just...
Cheesecake? Cheesecake. I'm going to shock you here. But it tastes like a coconut cheesecake. Deep, right? It tastes like a cheesecake and it tastes like coconut. What else can I say? I actually think it's a regular standard like vanilla cheesecake underneath, and it's just toasted coconut on the outside and then a coconut cream on top. So if you take away the cream that's on top and you take away the coconut chunks on the outside, pretty sure it's just a standard like regular New York cheesecake. So as far as my cheesecake goes, it was nice. It was good. I've had some cheesecakes here that are questionable at best.
How was this one compared to like the pineapple coconut cheesecake?
I don't know. I mean, Disney does all sorts of different cheesecakes, and I feel like they're all mostly the same. Like, none of them are better or worse than the other. Like, the pistachio cheesecake at DCA is probably, like, sticking out in my mind as, like, the one that I'd be like, nah, don't get again. But this one, I'd probably get it again, but at the same time, it's not, like, super unique or super special or anything like that. How about the cake that you had? What would you say?
It was just okay.
It was just okay?
Yeah, like I said, I had higher hopes for it based on what I'd read about it, but to me, it just tasted like plain chocolate cake. Kind of no different than Disney cupcakes.
So Disney has a whole bunch of new foods. These are like the summer foods, but there's also a whole line of new 70th food that's going to be coming out in 2 weeks as well. So there'll be a bunch of food videos over the next couple of weeks. It's going to take us 2 or 3 videos just to eat all this new food for summer, and then we'll have the 70th food as well. So just be looking forward to all that. This is Disneyland's food. We're going to do DCA's new food next week. If you are enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to save money on your next Disneyland vacation, call my friends at Getaway today and tell them that SoCal Disney Dad sent you. Or click the link down in the description and use my coupon code to save on their already discounted hotel and ticket packages. And for lunch, we've come over here to Harbor Galley, and unfortunately, you have to wait through the standby line. This is pretty long. Of course, you know me, I usually mobile order everything, but one of the drinks that we want to get, this like peach lemonade, is not on a mobile order. So the only way that I can get it is by waiting through the standby line. I almost have to time this and see how long this is going to be. And from Harbor Galley, we got the peach lemonade with peach rings. Now, you can't see the rings because they fell down into the drink about 10 seconds after I got it. But here on the edge, we've got a spiced rim as well. I'm very interested in checking out this drink. And then also, we ordered 2 of the new food items. Amy got the corn soup, which is a roasted corn soup topped with, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, pasilla, and roasted corn served in a sourdough bread bowl. And then I ordered the steak salad, which is a roasted tri-tip with blistered broccolini, haricot verts, pickled fennel, sweet peppers, and a red wine vinaigrette on the side. All right, go ahead. Tart?
Slightly spicy because of the rim.
Well, that's why I was going to give you a straw, but you wanted the rim.
Okay, let me try it with the straw now. Because all I taste is the rim. I don't taste any of the lemonade. Yeah, I like it better without the rim. The rim doesn't taste bad. It's actually not too spicy. However, when you taste the rim and the drink at the same time, you don't taste any of the drink. It kind of dilutes the peach flavor of the drink. So I prefer it with the straw.
Yum. Not as strong as I thought it would be. I thought it would be a bit more tart, a bit more like, you know, that sort of like pucker that you get after having something tart. No, this is a nice blend of flavors without the tartness. That you can definitely taste the lemon. It's a peach lemonade, and there's peach and lemon in there, like the lemonade. So it's not just it's good. Interesting. I missed the cucumber drink they had last summer. Cucumber watermelon. That was like my favorite. But this is good too. Harbor Galley always winning with their beverages. Every beverage I've had at Harbor Galley has been a win for me. A couple of years ago they had this like blue, like pelican slushy thing too, and I really liked that as well. Now Amy is going to dive into that corn soup. Mine is a cold steak, so mine can wait till last. When I get Amy, wow, her food is still somewhat warm.
It's okay. There's honestly not a ton of it. It kind of almost like mixed with the bread so much that
I'm gonna say, they get soaked up a lot?
I think it soaked up a lot of the bread and like dissolved some of the bread into it, so it's almost like really chunky compared to I think how it's supposed to be. The flavor,
You could have talked.
okay. The flavor is okay. There was a corn chowder, I feel like a couple years back. I don't remember where it was. It may have either been here or Jolly Holiday. That was, I think, a lot better. However, on a day like today, where it's not supposed to be raining.
I don't know if you can tell, but there's a very consistent layer of mist coming down. Wouldn't I quite call it rain, but this is probably the heaviest it's been all day. It has not let up all day.
No, it's kind of annoying. It's one of those not raining enough to need an umbrella, but raining enough that it's like, we're all
Kind of wet.
But on a day like that, soup is actually really good.
Now for mine, I gotta say, the picture online looked so much better than this. I was really intrigued by the picture, and then looking at this, I'm like, wow. I just kind of lost all my appetite
Like
for this
that
item.
steak.
Yeah, this is supposed to be tri-tip, and it's like, oh well, I guess I'll deal with it, because I ordered it, and we don't waste here. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, but I waited about 17 minutes in line. That's how long the standby line was, about 17 minutes. I'm going to take a bite of just the steak first.
It says
The steak is decent. It reminds me of like when you go to a buffet, and you go up to a carving station, and they give you some like roast beef, like freshly sliced roast beef. It tastes just like that. However, it's cold because it's on a salad. I always like my meat, even on salads, to actually be warm. But this is like a pre-made salad, just in a plastic container, just sitting on the shelf. So it has to be cold, of course, but I don't know. I wish the meat was warm, or there was a way for me to warm it up. I'd probably enjoy it a lot better if that were the case. I had some of the veggies off screen, primarily because I was dumb and recorded myself when I wasn't saying anything. And then when I hit the button, it actually turned the recording off. And then I spoke and said everything. And now I have to do it again. Such is life sometimes. But I did get some of these veggies. And even though they said that the dressing was on the side, I'm noticing that these veggies are coated in something. And they have a flavor to them too. So I think that the vinaigrette is actually already on this. There's another salad over at Hungry Bear that I'd really like to try. Probably not going to happen in this video. But as far as like if I'd recommend this item, I probably won't get it again, personally speaking. But if it looks good to you, go for it. It's like I said, it's not bad. The meat has some good flavoring. It's just not my favorite salad that I've ever had before. So Amy just had some of my meat. What do you think?
It tastes better than it looks. I'll give you, like, I will say that. Because when he showed me the salad, I was like, that does not really look all that great. But
do you agree it kind of tastes like the carving station meat?
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's why I said it tastes better than it looks.
Yeah.
Because you can tell it's cold, but it just, I mean, it doesn't really look appetizing. Like,
Not in string form?
not in string form. Like, it really just does not look appetizing, but it actually tastes pretty decent.
About halfway through our dishes, we just swapped, and the corn soup tastes kind of like what you would expect. I figure it's like a soup form of like some cornbread. I really like that. If you are a big corn person like I am, the corn soup will be excellent for you. I loved that so much better than the salad. I was like, man, I should have just gotten the cornbread, the corn soup to begin with. Really enjoyed that. Amy is eating through the other half of the salad that I left. She said she likes the meat, but isn't a big fan of the vegetables either. There's some broccolini in there, some green beans, some shaved fennel, and there's some sweet peppers. I didn't try any of the sweet peppers. Maybe I'll get Amy to try a sweet pepper. There we go. That's it right there.
It's like a red teardrop.
It is.
I can't tell what it tastes like. Because it seems like it should taste like a tomato because it's red, but it doesn't taste like a tomato.
It's a pepper.
I know, but it doesn't really taste like pepper either.
By the way, in case you were wondering, the kids once again split an adult chicken tenders from Stage Door Cafe, and they were also sharing some of Amy's sourdough bread topper there from on top of the bowl. Do you want to talk about the chicken tenders between here and Hungry Bear?
Yeah, so we were looking at getting chicken tenders, and technically Hungry Bear is closer, so we were going to go to Hungry Bear, but it was, I think, $13.99 for a chicken tenders plate there, and it was $11.99 at Stage Door, and from what I couldn't see, there wasn't really any difference that I noticed. So we went the cheaper option.
For our next snack, we come to Royal Street Veranda, and I did want to point out that this is their normal seating area, but if you followed my construction update, they actually closed the gift shop that was over here, the Haunted Mansion gift shop, and converted it into an indoor seating area for Royal Street Veranda. So there are more tables now in here, and this is just a great little space for some extra seating. And from Royal Street Veranda, we ordered the New Orleans-inspired snowball, which of course is some shave ice. They give you the choice of two flavors, up to two flavors. And of course we chose both because I wanted to see if they were going to blend them or do half and half, and they did do half and half. This snack is going to be pretty much for the boys specifically. So, yep, here we go. They did give us a large straw. Does that work, or do you need the spoons?
Nope, you need a spoon.
You need a spoon? Okay. So we have strawberry on the left and a mango on the other side. So you boys are here. Just do half and half right in the middle. James ordered the strawberry. Benjamin ordered the mango, and you guys can just dig into that. And while the boys were enjoying that snow cone, I hopped over to Tiana's Palace with a mobile order and got the Tiana Punch. This is a high-C fruit punch with Sprite, raspberry syrup, and a macerated berries, I'm not sure if I said that right, served over ice. So, yeah, this looks rather interesting, and we're going to give it a go. I will say that this thing was completely full and like spilled all over my hand as I was walking over here, just trying to put the straw in it, made it overflow, and so there was just, a lot going on here. I can taste the Sprite right off. I can taste the berries right off. It's like a mixed berry Sprite, essentially. There are little bits of floating chunks in here, so they are coming up the straw. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. They've got a big orange piece on the top. I'm not sure how, I mean, I'm sure it contributes to the flavoring. It's got to contribute to the flavoring. But I've just been drinking around it, of course. This is a good drink. Really solid drink. If you're looking for something fruity with a nice little carbonated zip, this is going to be something that you want to try. Definitely would recommend it. So, boys, how was your snow cone? Good?
Great.
Great? Oh, that's a better response. I like your response. Great. What did you think?
Good.
Just good? You're not going to change your mind? No? Okay. Good it is. Good and great. Well, you can tell. You can tell they devoured it. Our next food item or items brings us to Red Rose Tavern, and we're trying to figure out what we want to do. It's really busy here in the park today, like super crowded. We're thinking about heading home, and if we do, we might get 2 items right now, a dinner item now, and just like snack on it. But we'll figure that out while we're standing in line. If we decide to stay, we're only getting 1 item right now. And what we ordered was the cheeseburger flatbread. So this is basically a cheeseburger pizza here, and yeah, we were gonna order something else. We're gonna order a sundae, but sadly it's only at dinner time. So this is what we got: cheeseburger flatbread. We'll see how it goes. The s'mores buttercake sundae is apparently only for dinner. I tried to mobile order it yesterday just to like look at pictures and things, and I did notice that it only popped up on the mobile order after dinner. So I thought that that might be the case. However, I did check their actual menu, and it's listed for their lunch menu. If you open up their lunch menu under seasonal, it is listed there. But when we tried to order it, they said that it is dinner only. So unfortunately, could not get that item. But we'll try the cheeseburger flatbread. What do you think, Benj?
Great.
That's exactly what you said about the snow cone, too. How about you, James? What do you think? See, now here I thought he was going to say something like, Daddy, I haven't tried it yet. Or he was just going to say, good, which is his like default words. I don't know.
Kind of tastes like a McDonald's cheeseburger.
And you weren't actually even interested in this item when I mentioned it.
But I didn't know what was on it.
Yeah.
I hadn't even looked into it. Yeah, it's different. Now I could definitely it doesn't need the pickles in my opinion, but it's got kind of like a Big Mac sauce on it. It reminds me of, I know this isn't Disney World, but it reminds me of the cheeseburger spring rolls at the Magic Kingdom.
Those are good.
Yeah, and those are good. So you'll have to try it next.
I think the bao at Satuli Canteen is also cheeseburger, and it's got that same sort of like McDonald's burger taste to it. Well, it was very messy, so I just ate it off camera. And it was very good, surprisingly very good. Just as Amy said, tasted like a Big Mac sauce. And so if you like the Big Mac sauce, that's going to be a huge win for you. Really enjoyed it overall. Definitely better than the spiced lamb flatbread that they've had before. If you watched my worst food at Disneyland video, I mentioned that spiced lamb flatbread was like my least favorite, one of my least favorite things in the park. This flatbread is pretty decent, so definitely if you like the cheeseburger offerings that Disney tends to come out with, then maybe if you've visited Walt Disney World a lot and you love those spring rolls or you love the cheeseburger bao, come give the cheeseburger flatbread a try. I do think that you're probably going to like it. And what was I going to say? There was something I was going to say. I don't remember what I was going to say now. Oh well, I can't remember what I was going to say.
You should leave all that in.
Maybe I will. Do you have any last thoughts?
It's kind of messy is the only downside to it because of all the sauce. But like you said, the flavor was really, really good compared to some of the other flatbreads. Much better than just like the plain pepperoni flatbread you can get here. So I like that they're coming up with different things for this place. But yeah, this one was probably out of everything we've eaten today.
It was the best item we had all day.
It was probably the best item we've had all day.
Yeah.
Out of all the new items.
For sure.
Besides, I mean, you said, I wasn't with you, but you said the Tiana's punch was really good.
Oh
though.
yes, as far as drinks go, for sure.
But for food-wise, yeah, this was a good item.
Well, that's probably going to be it for us as far as like the food items go. I had hopes to get more. There is more items. Of course, there's a lot more items actually like around the park that we haven't had yet. There's a bunch of salads. I feel like they've had more salads than anything else. Salads and sweets, like that was the new thing. There's a ton more food over at DCA. That's going to be a separate video. We'll hit that up next week whenever we come back. So it will be a little while. We don't have time to get it all today, of course. We couldn't eat all of the items in one go, like between both parks. There's just too many. There's like 40 new items. And then in 2 weeks, the 70th anniversary foods drop. And we have even more food to get. I think I said that earlier. Lots of food videos coming your way. But yeah, that's what we got here. The other item I was interested in was the Matterhorn Puff from Edelweiss. It's got cheesecake, lemon curds, and blueberries. interesting concept, I guess. And then the salad from Hungry Bear also, because it's got one of those little corn ribs in it. We love the corn ribs from Hungry Bear. So just a couple items that are around, I guess, that we're interested in. But there's a shaker salad at Edelweiss that we passed on. There's a salad at Royal Street Veranda that we passed on. There's a salad at Red Rose Tavern that we passed on. So, like I said, lots of salads. If you have requests for something we didn't get that you would like to see in a future video at some point throughout the summer, let us know down in the comments. Always happy to try some things out as the days and weeks go on. And that's it for our time here today at Disneyland, trying all of the new foods that have popped up on the menus for the summer season. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. If you got questions, drop them in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer them. Click this video to check out more of my content. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.